This is Paul. Yeah, it's 2:55. I will probably take the 2 hours and then go to dinner and then put this on the YouTube. Yeah. hmm After dinner. But I spent a little time looking at the different PDFs that I made over the years. Yes. Of the court hearings. Right. And that 37 and 38, it does show up as a Superior Court hearing. But it doesn't show up on the public court record. Yes. Now, they didn't have the search features of the Odyssey back in 2012 and 2013. Yeah. But just looking at this notice of calendar, jury, trial changes, jury instructions, motion reconsideration, family court hearings, and motions. Yes. You know, my wife had 3 months, 3.5 months, to actually serve me. And I found out something that was a little concerning to me. Yeah. Uh, there was something about in, what's it called? 1 week before, yeah, I was supposed to give her something and she was supposed to give me something. Yes. So that we would each have that something that we're to give each other. Mm-mm. Now, I was actually at the same location until the 20th of December. Yes. And the court hearing was on the 31st of December. And I'm really starting to think that the electricity was turned off on me in the fifth wheel. Yes. So that somebody could act like they were going to serve me, but they didn't. Now, entry of dissolution decree by declaration of jurisdictional facts. Rule number 94E. Yeah. The court will enter an agreed or default decree of dissolution of marriage without a final hearing or oral testimony when at least one of the parties is represented by an attorney. The petitioner completes a request for entry of decree and declaration of jurisdictional facts. Yes. In the form set forth in Exhibit F. Now, what's interesting is neither one of us were represented by an attorney. See, my wife motioned the court for a default dissolution of marriage. Yes. When she said she was the indigent pro se litigant. And the thought that you have to have an attorney. Yes. One of the parties had to have an attorney. Yes. Could have been the petitioner or the respondent. And if it had been the petitioner, then her attorney would have motioned for a default dissolution of marriage. Yes. Now, I didn't have an attorney. No, no, no. But this says when at least one of the parties is represented by an attorney, petitioner completes a request for entry of decree and declaration of jurisdictional facts. Yes. Form set forth in Exhibit F, and the respondent or respondent's attorney approves all of the final papers, including the request for entry of decree and declaration of jurisdictional facts. Yes. Or the respondent is in default, and the decree provides only for the relief requested in the petition. Yeah. Or number three, the respondent or co-petitioner joined in the petition is unavailable to sign the final papers, and the decree provides only the relief requested in the petition. Now, there's a couple different issues here. Yes. Number one is the declaration of jurisdictional facts, known as the stipulation and order. Now, just looking at it, my record was expunged, and I don't think that my wife included, yes, the stipulation and order of law. I don't remember seeing the declaration of jurisdictional facts. And the thought was that she intentionally didn't want to include the stipulation and order from Guam, yes, so that she could get one of those quickie dissolutions of marriage. Yes. Now, we're really going to work through the court rules today. Yes. Because this morning I talked to you about what is known as the offer. Yes. Then we're going to talk about the acceptance. Now, for every judge that thinks that I don't want you put in prison, you'd be wrong. Ouch. I do want you put in prison. Yes. And I'm going to go through the court rules of Clallam County, and we're going to find out how many lawsuits we can have today. Yes. We're going to do that. See, I'm sitting here in the library. Ouch. And somebody seemed to thought, well, we're just going to conceal all this felony. Yes, we are. And my thought was, no, we're not going to do that. Yes, you're going to allow me to sue you and have you put in prison. Yes, and somebody's going to enforce the laws of the United States. Now, for all of you that thought, well, we're just going to disagree, the court will enter an agreed or default decree of dissolution of marriage. Yes, without a final hearing or oral testimony. Yes, when at least one of the parties is represented by an attorney. Petitioner completes a request for entry of decree and declaration of jurisdictional facts. Yes. In the form set forth in Exhibit F and. Yes. Now, maybe I'm wrong. We can look at Exhibit F. And, well, no, we're going to go through this because I've explained to the police and sheriff's departments my rights are being violated. My sons are being held hostage. Yes. And I want them, and I want custody of them today. Yes. Now, Exhibit F. Net worth, driver's license, yes. Order of jurisdiction, justification shall be verified under oath or certified under penalty of perjury. Yeah. Now, I'm just looking for Exhibit F. There's only 25 pages in here. It should be here someplace. Yes, it should. C, individuals, power of attorney. B, corporations. Yes. A, all sureties. Yeah. Now let me just go through this. Reapplication for order. Rule number 6. Yes. Counsel fees. Rule number 1, justification of sureties. Now those bonds that you post when you're a candidate or elected to office. Yeah. I wanted all those of every oath of office in the United States. Yes. Yes, yes. Now, maybe I don't have it. Exhibit C, Exhibit D, Exhibit E, Exhibit F. Yes. Entry of dissolution decree by declaration of jurisdictional facts. Yes. The contents of this item are only available online. Yeah. Oh, trying to connect to. Let's see if it works. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't really know. I got that new browser, the Opera Mini browser. Yes. It looks like it's going to work, but nope, it didn't work. Well, when we look at Exhibit F right now, I would say that without admitting to the court the stipulation and order of Guam, and then the jurisdictional facts of the United Nations. Now, somebody thought, well, it doesn't matter if you were married in a non-existent nation known as Kosovo. Yes. Because it didn't exist at the time of the marriage. No. But there's this motion for default. Yeah. Where order of default, I don't think you can motion for default dissolution of marriage without explaining to the judge, yes, jurisdictional facts, yes, of the stipulation order of Guam and the United Nations marriage certificate. Oh, now I did download and then I put some pictures online. Do you think that you could remove your fraud today? Yes, because I'm really quite serious. Yes, about lawsuits. Now, all this says is a motion for default, order of default. Yes, you would think there'd be some sort of entry like jurisdictional facts or something. Yes, but there's not. No. And since there isn't, yes, it causes me to concern myself right now.